everyone, I'm Lindsay with United Tribes of Bristol Bay, and we are back with UTBB's Smokehouse Chats, our ongoing web series where we provide information and updates on our latest efforts to protect Bristol Bay. A lot happened over the course of 2019, so we've got a few recent developments to share with everyone and let you know how you can help protect Bristol Bay for the remainder of 2020. So first, a story that broke just before the new year and made national headlines. In late December 2019, CNN investigators unearthed emails showing that Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy was having the Pebble partnership ghostwrite his communications with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the EPA, the White House, and with potential investors. The report shows a close relationship between Dunleavy and the Pebble partnership during his campaign run for governor and has only continued as Dunleavy continues to be a strong advocate for the project. The governor has publicly stated that he's neutral on Pebble and that he's simply in favor of a fair permitting process. But the emails discovered by CNN prove that Governor Dunleavy is not pushing for a fair process. They show that he's using state resources to encourage and support a foreign mining company despite his constituents' overwhelming opposition to the project. The CNN investigation also showed that Pebble representatives knew about the EPA's plan to withdraw the proposed Clean Water Act protection in advance of their announcement to do so, something Pebble CEO Tom Collier claimed he had no prior knowledge of when he testified to Congress last fall. While Mr. Collier has a long history of misleading Alaskans, he's now taken it to the next level by distorting the truth to Congress. And while CNN produced a huge story, there's been even more news on Pebble. In mid-December, Congress finally passed a federal budget which included a provision directing the Army Corps of Engineers to do a better job reviewing Pebble's permit application. The final language suggested that if the Army Corps doesn't pick up the slack, the EPA should use its Clean Water Act 404C authority to stop the toxic project. It's important to highlight that this budget language passed with bipartisan support. The Pebble permitting process had been so corrupt that both Democrats and Republicans find it unacceptable and have demanded the Army Corps do a better job. The Army Corps' draft environmental impact statement for the Pebble project was universally condemned by independent scientists, tribes, and multiple state and federal agencies, all who came out to say that it was inadequate, an inadequate document ignoring facts, fundamental scientific review, and critical environmental information. The report language is a good first step by Congress in holding the Army Corps accountable, and throughout the rest of 2020, we'll be watching to see how the Corps responds, all the while ensuring that our elected officials hold the permitting agency to task. In another congressional review of the Pebble permitting process earlier in the fall, the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee held a hearing to discuss the inadequacy of the Pebble project and the Army Corps' insufficient review effort. Representatives from the commercial fishing, tribal, and scientific communities all testified to expose the deficiencies in the environmental review. Richard Borden, a mining engineer for Pebble's former partner Rio Tinto, also testified. He detailed how the mining plans and economics of this project don't pencil out and why Pebble's plan should not be trusted by investors, the public, or Congress. In light of this serious and damning evidence, Committee Chairman Peter DeFazio followed up the hearing with a letter demanding that the Army Corps revise the draft EIS to adequately analyze the impacts of the project. If you're interested in watching that House hearing, a link will be provided in the comments below. Despite all of these events, the Army Corps is still trying to rush Pebble's sham of an application through the permitting process, claiming they will announce a final permitting decision in fall of 2020. But don't forget, our voices have power. People ask us all the time, how can I help? You can take action by continuing to call on lawmakers to hold the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers accountable and requesting that they stop this corrupt process. Our unified support to protect Bristol Bay has made a difference. The Pebble partnership still doesn't have an investment partner. Congress is breathing down the neck of the Army Corps, and Pebble's financials prove the company is nearly broke and is taking desperate action to raise enough cash just to finish the permitting process. So thank you for all your support throughout 2019 and into 2020. We must keep up the fight. Sign up for our email listserv for many more updates in 2020 and check out the links below to take direct action and for more information about our work.